Yo, what's up? It's Mysterious back at another video. I know I'm not looking too good. I just went to the club, to be honest, and it was a nice place to have a rooftop terrace and have drinks upstairs and that. And there's 2 floors. There's like the upright. Let me flip this around. But yeah, I'm just making this video because I have so many thoughts in my head right now. But I don't really know how to say it. But the club I was at, they have a rooftop terrace. And there's 2 floors. There's like the club floor, and then there's like the rooftop bar terrace, which is quite nice. It's really high up. But I just had these thoughts in my head that I need to get out. Like, first of all, if I was being honest, like when I was in Edinburgh, I felt like the moment I moved, like everything would just fix itself, like almost, or like all the problems I had would almost like go away, at least after a few months. And like, yeah, in my head I thought anywhere but Edinburgh was good. Anywhere but Edinburgh is good, because like Edinburgh was just such a bad place. It was so bad, like it was just insufferable. But the thing is, it wasn't like, oh, my life just magically got better necessarily. Things did get better, and there were things I liked better when I moved away from there. But yeah, it wasn't like, oh, just every little thing is better and it's just completely better than not there, like in every sense of the word. I mean, it does feel like life is easier in some ways, but not like genuinely just way better, and I've just solved all my problems like how I thought I would, if I'm being honest. But now my point is, like, I've been thinking a lot, and like the people there, they're just so insufferable. Like, the best way I can put it, the way they talk to you in Edinburgh, the way they act towards you, is like, it's just so uncalled for. You know, just the attitude and the way people are, it's so bad that like you'll literally never forget the type of stuff that happens for like years and years of your life. And even subconsciously, you're just gonna think, oh yeah, I remember when these people were like not nice to me, or I remember when this girl was like treating me like I'm a complete weirdo. Like, you're just gonna have these things ingrained into your memory that would have never ever happened had you been in a different country, had you been in a different city, had you been somewhere else. And that's one thing I realized, like, that is like Edinburgh specific, that is like that city, that is that vibe, is like those people are so horrible, especially when you're growing up, that like you will have these like, you'll have like almost like this trauma or PTSD, and like just stored in the back of your mind of like how people are. And then when you come to somewhere nice like where I'm, it's like you have to undo all those things that you learn in your head. You have to like undo like the thoughts you've had, like, oh, not think just because like you go up to a girl and talk to her as if she's gonna like freak out or act as if you're like a weirdo, because here they don't do that. That's just back over there. And you have to be like, oh shit, like these are actually normal fucking people. These are actually normal, genuine fucking people. They're not just like vultures, like zombies, you know, just junkies or like lowlifes. They're actually real human beings, not just complete fucking NPCs like I had to deal with the past, you know, over a decade of my life for the most part. And that's the thing. So another thing I was thinking of is just because I've been watching some videos on this one guy talking about how like he can't forget like this one time where like he almost approached his girl that like seemed kind of open to him, but then he just like talked himself out of it. And like, since it was years ago, he still remembers it, because it's like is what I just said, like these things are stored in the back of your head. This trauma and this social anxiety and PTSD, it comes from somewhere. It comes from some place. It's not just like, oh, you wake up one day and like you don't want to talk to someone because you're socially awkward. Like, no, this is like subconscious. If you take yourself when you're a child, like when you're like 4 or 5 years old, you're a kid. I don't know about you, but I was very like free. I was very like not afraid to do things, not like scared to like say things, do things, like didn't have any You know, I didn't have high inhibition. I didn't feel judged. I just did and said whatever. But when you go to school as a child, it indoctrinates you, and the people around you indoctrinate you and kind of brainwash you to thinking like, oh, this thing is weird. This is how you should do things. That's not weird. This is okay. And you just get completely like, just brainwashed into thinking, oh, there's a certain way of doing things is okay and your way of doing things is wrong. Like you think that you're a bit weird, you think that you're a bit different, so you shouldn't be that way. But like, you know, I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not physically hurting anyone or anything like that. Like, I'm not doing anything even morally bad. It's just I'm being hated on because of who I am. Just like I said in my other video, you know, it's not even anything that I actually do. It's just a vibe and aura I give off. It's literally just that. Literally just a vibe and aura that I give off. I can be doing everything completely fine to a T. Niggas will still have a problem with it. And I don't give a fuck, you know. You actually do care for a bit because you think, oh, your reputation and like not being seen as a bad guy, but fuck it, you have to be willing to be seen as a bad guy in life and just make the right calls and not care. You know, welcome the hate, welcome the haters, because it's all part of the game. But yeah, I have a lot of stories I could tell. I have like a lot of stories and things I could tell that go really deep. But the reason why I don't go into them is because it's just another layer of my life. It's another like layer of my life. And that's the thing, is that like once I go there, I feel like, yeah, you know, everyone will know everything about me, and I don't need to like reveal everything about my life to YouTube. But like my life and my story goes so deep. It goes over 8 fucking years at least, the type of stuff I've gone through. And it's like, it's all stored in my head, because I look back to like when I was 14 years old. When I was 14, that like the things I was like afraid to do, the things that I could have done or should have done, I just should have taken initiative on that I didn't do. And I realized like, yeah, like it's literally just because of that subconscious feeling that like you're gonna be judged, you're gonna be hated, you're gonna be seen as a weirdo, and all that. And this guy who was talking in this video about like, oh, how he didn't approach this girl because he thought it was almost like a morally wrong thing to do. Like he almost thought it was like a morally bad thing to do. Not like genuinely, but it's probably more the fact that like you think other people think that of you, so then you think that about yourself. And that's often what I think. Sometimes when I go to like the grocery store, I think like if I look a bit sketchy, I feel like other people think I'm like stealing something. And then I start thinking like, oh, is that how I am? Is that like who I am? Even though I obviously know for a fact that I'm not doing anything bad. But when other people view you a certain way and start to do that, you start to view yourself in that way. And to be honest, people used to think I was fucking crazy. People thought I was a lunatic. People thought I was crazy and like a serial killer or some shit. And I just doubled down on it. Just like, first of all, I did that as like a laugh, just to like, because I thought it was hilarious. And then second of all, I did that because I just thought, okay, well, if they're like afraid of me, well, then I can just use that fear as a tool. Do you know what I mean? And just like get people's like kind of respect of like in that sense. And that's the idea that I thought in my head. But yeah, like it's never really about, oh, what's genuinely true. It's just about what affects people emotionally, what gets people emotional. You know, look at the news, look at politics, what gets people's emotions fired up. It's not about what's actually like good or bad. No one gives a fuck about what's actually good or bad. They care about what makes them feel a certain way. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think men should just be way more respected in society these days. You know, like, where's the respect for men? Seriously, like, it's all gone. It's all fucking gone, bro. That's the thing. But the thing is, like, I realize, like, when it comes to, like, relationships and stuff, I feel like you had to just crack down on it, like, so early on. Like, you had to just get to the point early on and just get there, because if you wait too long, the person that you want, they're gonna find someone else. You know, the girl that you want, she's not gonna be a virgin anymore. The longer you wait, the longer you wait, the longer the girl that you like is gonna be more of a hoe, or just have a higher body count. Just not gonna be perfect the way that you want it to be. But if you're young and you have that young love, you have that young relationships, you don't have to, you get that experience. Do you know what I mean? You get that experience. Yeah, you get that experience, and you know what that feels like. Unlike some people who, sorry, this is a fox right here. You get that experience, unlike some people, and it's insane. It's insane, bro. So, this fox literally is so close to me right now. Yeah, what I was saying is that there's a lot of what am I even talking about? Seriously, I'm blanking out. What am I even talking about? Yeah, there was only a handful of people I really cared about in the past. I actually gave a fuck about, and all those people are gone. All those people are gone in my life. They either left me or betrayed me, and the thing is, right? People can say, "Oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea." You know, the girl that you like, there's another one. Yeah, they physically exist. They physically exist on the planet Earth, but they're not realistically someone you're just gonna come across. It just isn't, and it's been like that for years with me. It's not these things are just gonna magically come out the way. Even if you do try to put in effort and do things about it, it still won't happen. Even when you put in effort, never mind just thinking things will wish themselves away and be all hopeful and thinking that's how life works. It's each year is getting worse. Each year is getting worse. And it's every time you look back at these videos where some dating coach or some guru tells you how to get women, it's each year that patches. Oh, the red pill coach is telling you need to use game. The next year that patches. The black pill coach is telling you to use this method. That patches. Each year it's something new. There's a new meta, and it's you have to learn something new all over again. It feels for the most part, and there's so many things that comes together when we're talking about that. First of all is speed and time. The timing in which you do things matters so fucking much. I can't even get into detail. The timing and the speed. Second of all is looks. Okay, the looks matter so much, obviously. And then third is probably just either luck or social proof. It's luck. It's a combo of luck and social proof. So if you have enough social proof, people already like you before you even talk to them, then yeah, you basically don't have to do much. And then the luck aspect is being lucky enough to be put in these scenarios where you can talk to people. Because I've seen people uglier than me and worse than me talk to girls, have friends and all this. They're just lucky. They just got into these scenarios and circumstances quite easily. They didn't have to try that hard. That's the thing. But yeah, I think I need to make some more videos, because I got a lot on my plate, bro. I've got a lot on my plate. I got a lot to talk about, and I've got some stories to share. I've got some stories to share with. Sorry, my thumb keeps going over the camera because I'm holding it the opposite way. But I've got a lot of stories to share with you people. You know, a lot to talk about right now. That's the thing. And I want to just let it all out. Eventually, I need to just let it all out and just tell you the truth of what's going on. But it's fucking crazy, honestly. It's crazy what's going on here, what's happening.